Where are we going?
Yeah.
Where?
Just animal. I don't know. Animal Kingdom.
Where?
Animal Kingdom.
The kingdom on the bottom. It's our last day at Disney, and we're at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The park is divided into themed areas like Discovery Island with the iconic Tree of Life and Pandora, based on the movie Avatar. We're headed there first to ride the newest attraction in Pandora called Flight of Passage. Okay, here's the line for Avatar.
Yeah, you can't even see the line.
She said 2 hours. So I'm gonna go hang out. You're gonna wait in line. You're gonna be here for 3. Okay, bye. Love you guys. Good luck. See you when you get out of Africa.
Pandora.
Out of Pandora. Oh, that's true. We gotta go. We're in Africa. We gotta get back into Pandora.
We're in Africa. We have to travel to Pandora.
This is a tense family situation, but I just couldn't imagine waiting 2 hours in line. Later that day, the line was even longer, 3 hours. But I'm kind of sorry I missed Pandora. Leaving my family in line, I headed off to explore the rest of the park. Animal Kingdom opened in 1998 as Walt Disney World's 4th Orlando park. Its purpose is to celebrate the natural world, both through conservation and preservation. It's an animal park amped up to 11, with tons of Disney rides and experiences, like the Gorilla Falls experience. We'll check that out more later. Now, from Africa to Asia. That's a surprise. In Asia, parrots are frequently released and make a circle around the Tree of Life. A highlight of Asia is Expedition Everest. Set in the Himalayan mountains, it's a cool area with a wild coaster ride themed around the snow monster legend of the Yeti. This was a great ride, and I was able to ride twice with only 10-minute wait times in a single line, since everyone was in Pandora. It's Kevin, the funny bird from Up. I think that means we're getting close to Dinoland. This is a funny American West themed part of the park with Midway-style dinosaur rides and silly dinosaur dad humor. About 2 hours has passed now, and the family is finally making it onto Flight of Passage. The line experience was fantastic, with larger-than-life Pandora all around. The line winds through the lab, where you create your avatar. Then you mount your motorcycle-like mountain Banshee and take a soaring 3D simulated ride. You can feel the Banshee breathing underneath you. It was Dramamine Desired Drama, and the line was slightly more exciting than the ride. On to Discovery Island to reconnect with the family. We met back up at the tortoises as planned, which was amazing that worked out. Then we headed back around to the park, with me playing the tour guide this time. First stop was the gorillas, who were in fine form.
Tell me something about lowland silverback gorilla.
He's a silverback. That one's the king of all the gorillas in the world. Just kidding. Only his two kings. I mean, he's the king of the other two male gorillas. Oh, there he goes. Oh my gosh.
Here's the gorillas' situation. There are two brothers constantly picking on each other, and an older who comes over and enforces the peace. The brothers are afraid of the enforcer.
They keep looking at the
They don't really
old
wanna,
one who's up there. They're like,
they don't want to commit. We're happy, nothing going on here. You don't have to come over here now. Just stay over there. Get him.
so every time they like poke each other and then they'll look at us.
Yeah, make sure, see if they can.
Oh, he's going down. He's going down.
Run away.
He's coming after him.
Oh, he is.
I don't know if he's going to.
No, he didn't.
She said the big one was the order master.
We walked through Africa and Asia, rode Everest again, and happened upon a Nemo musical experience. It featured live puppeteers, music, and bubbles raining from the roof.
Do a little party on him.
If you haven't noticed, we're Disney bounding today, dressed as a shout out to the feline stars of the Aristocats.
More! Hey, bravo!
And that was Animal Kingdom. Next, Disney Springs for dinner. It was a 90-minute wait for dinner in a restaurant that wasn't full. We waited outside in an enjoyable bar area, but had to bus our own tables, and I bussed the others too. We had drinks, but apps took 45 minutes due to a miscue. Once seated for dinner, it was pretty good, but overall a Disney swing and a miss. While I'm making observations about the Disney experience, here's what we encountered with transportation. We didn't have a rental car, so we relied only on Lyft, Disney buses, the Skyliner, the boats, and our feet. Lyft is a partner with Disney on their properties, and it seemed like it was a normal fee for Lyft, like you'd pay anywhere in town. And Lyft also operates minivans, which are painted like Minnie Mouse and look like they're fun. We've never been inside because the cost is like 2 to 3 times as much as a regular Lyft, so we just do the other Lyft. But sometimes there's better drop-off spots, and it's more convenient for the minivans. The bus lines go everywhere, but can be annoying getting around the resort just because they're not maybe as frequent as you'd like. They fill up. They take time to load the strollers in the electric carts. And if you are riding around in an electric cart, I think there's only one that can go on maybe per bus, possibly 2. So if there's multiple in line, you're going to wait. Also, going to the park early in the morning, it fills up. There's a line at the resort. So check the bus schedule. And I would suggest taking the earlier bus to get there. And if you're at the park at closing, it can be quite a queue to get on the bus from the park. So just keep that in mind. That happened to us coming home from the Animal Kingdom, and we ended up just doing a Lyft instead. Prepare to walk at Disney Springs. It's a big area, and there's only a couple drop-offs on the very edges for Lyft or the buses. And then there's also at Disney Springs, you couldn't just walk in. You had to go through security to get in, actually get inside the shopping area. But it was really cool once you got inside. It was like more Disney. Our flight got canceled going back home just because all the weather in the southern U.S. and we're hanging out at Lake Eola in Orlando, which is pretty nice. So could be worse. Multiple tornadoes hit Houston and hundreds of flights were canceled. I want to make an aside here and just talk about the process of the cancellation. We were notified at about 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning that our flight was canceled and that flight was not going out. So we had to do something different. It threw our plans into a mess. We're a little bit annoyed about it. And I can tell you, we're not the only ones who are annoyed about it. I'm sure the airlines are annoyed about it too. They have to rebook thousands of people. So the first step was just to stay calm, figure out we're going to have to do something different. That flight is gone. And what can we do to get rebooked and to handle the situation? And then if possible, make it, is there any positives that can come out of this? We looked online first onto the app for United to see what the options were for rebooking. And there was an issue that our kids were on a different reservation than us, so we were getting booked into different flights, and we didn't want that. So once we figured out what flights were available from the app, we called the airline and got a real person helping us, and they got us all booked on the same flight. But there was a problem. We were all in kind of mishmash of seats. And then my wife and I had first class seats and we were in economy and we wanted to fix that. So the next step after we got off the phone there was to get back on the app, see if there were seats available together. Could we get bumped up and upgraded? And once it looked like we could, we called the hotline back again, the airlines back again, had a real nice person that got us all the seats sorted. We got our seats set, we got the kids sitting together, and all of that got taken care of. Then the next was to evaluate hotel options. The easy thing would have been if we just would have stayed at Disney for an extra night. That would have been a lot of fun, enjoyed that. But Disney was $1,000 a room, and that was way too much for what we wanted to pay. So we weren't staying there. So then it was, okay, well, how about downtown Orlando? And we knew nothing about downtown Orlando. So I did a Perplexity search, which is it's a AI search engine, and looked up what are the best areas in Orlando to stay, and Lake Eola popped up as one of the best ones. So it was on a huge lake. It was downtown. There were lots of restaurants around there. You could enjoy the day, and it looked like we were going to have a 32-hour layover, so we had to stay the night. And what better place to do it than downtown Orlando if you got to be in Orlando. It wasn't that far from the airport, had lots of neat things around there. So then we searched for hotels in that area and got several. And there was a cool one that popped up. I'm a frequent stayer at Marriott, and Marriott has these autograph hotels that are historic hotels in different cities. And there was one in Orlando right by Lake Eola called the Bohemian, and it ended up being a fantastic hotel. We got connecting rooms. They had a 6th floor pool area with a bar area also, and it made for a really good place to hang out. All in all, it took about 2 hours to get our plans reset, and we were set for a 32-hour extension of our trip. The next day, we enjoyed more of Orlando, like the AC Hotel Sky Bar, Church Street Station, and the Crest Chop House, before checking in at the airport and finally making our way home. Despite a few miscues, it was an excellent Christmas at Disney World Orlando. Super fun Star Wars and Epcot experiences, and a great first-time experience with our kids. If you like cool videos like this one, hit that like button and subscribe.